Hello there, I'm Madmuffins and welcome to another Speedpaint video. This time it's of a full team. Yeah, I know. Amazing. And it did take me a long time, as you can see there. It took me over 24 hours and I just put down 24 hours because I'm not too sure exactly how many hours it took me. Like if it was 24, if it was 25 or even 26. But it did, I did do a lot. It took over a couple of days to do this. Anyway, I want to discuss with you guys something that's been irritating me for a little while now, and that's most artists on YouTube and stuff like that have been going on about the cancer of bases, and bases are cancer and no one should use bases, blah 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 blah. Well, I just want to put my input on it, and it's not going to be a rant like most other artists are. I'm actually going to be positive about this and just think about how because when I was a younger artist, before I even made this channel, I did use bases, but not in the sense I was a tracer, not a baser. So I traced most of my stuff and then I put more things on it, and it took me a long while to realize that that's not what to do. You should not be doing that, and that took me a very long while to do that because I had no idea. I really had no clue. But now I do, and now I understand that using the bases doesn't improve my skills at all. But since then, I have grown, and I have done a lot more. As you can see, I've developed my own style, and I've just progressed a lot more. However, when people say, "Oh, bases are cancer, and you should never use them, and you should just be using your own art," blah 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 blah. Some people don't understand, and people don't get what you're trying to do. You're trying to make some art that you feel is personal to you, but you know that you need to practice more, and practicing may include using bases. However, I've been in your shoes, and I understand that drawing anatomy is really difficult. Now I'm gonna reason with you here. When I was using bases and stuff like that, I didn't get any hate, and I didn't have any of, "Oh, you used a base, oh my god, you tracer bases," / anything like that. They weren't angry at me or anything like that. I wasn't that big, and I wasn't very well known, so I never got any of that. However, you may, and you may be angry at other people for saying that you're a tracer / baser, or your art isn't really art because you've traced it, or it's not good enough because, well, you didn't do most of it, blah blah blah. I'm here to say that yes, I mean, you need to develop more from just using bases, but at the start, when you are a beginning artist, like if you're 10 or 11 or something like that, and you're using bases just to understand how the body works, yeah, sure, that's fine. But when you're years into art and you have done hundreds and hundreds of artworks, you can't still use bases because you don't have that excuse of, "Oh, I'm a beginner, I don't know how the anatomy works." You practice that. You have to try and find a way to get around using bases because it adds this sort of personalization that no one else can achieve and only you can recreate. No two drawings are going to be the same. You ask an art class to draw the same pot of flowers, and yeah, it'll be realistic, but everyone's got their own style. Sort of like cooking. You ask a chef to make the same thing as someone else, and another chef to go up against that chef, and they're going to make the same thing, but it's going to taste different because they're two different people. They are different, and it's not going to be exactly. And that's the same with your drawings. No one can draw like you. No one can be the same as you. And why would you give that up? Why would you be the same as everyone else? Don't you want to be original? Don't you want to be yourself? And that's what I really just wanted to say here, as in, like, I just want people to be themselves and people to enjoy what they do, but also not get hate for it. I mean, it's really hard when you're an artist and people start ridiculing you because they're saying that your art is not real and your art's not perfect and blah 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 blah. It's really difficult, and I understand where you guys are coming from. as in like the cancer, yeah, bases are cancer people, the other artists on YouTube who agree with that. Well, I figure bases, if you use them over and over and over and over and over and you do not progress any further, then yeah, that gets a little bit tiresome. But if you're a beginner, if you're little and you don't know what to do and you have no idea how the human body works, then yeah, bases can be a really great thing. I'm not trying to put anyone down here, and I'm not trying to just be a bad person in general. I'm trying to help you, and if you don't want that help, or if you really don't like me talking any of these videos anymore, just tell me. I can take your criticism more because I've been on DeviantArt for a very long time, even before this DeviantArt has come on. I've been on DeviantArt before that, and I didn't get I got a lot of criticism because no one really liked it. And it wasn't the criticism that, oh my god, you're a horrible drawer, blah blah blah. It was everyone was ignoring me type of thing, and it was really, really hard. And so I get where you guys are coming from. It is really difficult to continue on. You might get artist block / writer's block, or just anything. You may get just tired of what you're doing. But I'm here to say, just continue on. Just pick yourself up every single time you feel down. And I know you can do it. You can always get through this. And with anyone's help, I mean, you can get your friends' help, you can get your parents, anyone. Even me, if you're having trouble and you need someone to talk to, you can email me at my email at madmcguffin@gmail.com, and I'll leave that link in the description, and I'll give you some advice. If, say for instance, if someone's bullying you on DeviantArt or something like that, you can tell me and I'll be there for you. I'll be that person that you can have in your life that you need, if you have no one else. Another thing I wanted to talk about today, even though it's shameless self-advertising, on my DeviantArt page I've begun to do my commissions, and that sort of thing is going around. It's 20 DeviantArt points, and you may think, oh my god, 20 DeviantArt points, that's so much, and well, really, 20 DeviantArt points equals to around about 17 cents, really. Like, for this four person, the team, I wouldn't even make over $1, which is really sad. But just for the beginning, when I'm not that great at the moment, I'm not Sachi or anything like that. I'm not that great. So for the time being, that's 20 Deviant points, and I may put up the price a little bit more if I'm getting astronomical amounts of commissions and so forth. I may set up PayPal or something like that later on, just so you can pay me that way. But really, do you really want to pay 17 cents over PayPal? I mean, that seems kind of different. Anyway, that's that for today, and I think I've talked long enough. I mean, it's 8 minutes since I've begun talking, so just be who you are, and don't let anyone tell you different. Everyone has their right to make their own way through life, and everyone has their own right to draw their own art, stuff like that. You can be who you want to be, and you can draw the art that you want to draw. And even though people may give you criticism or say your art isn't real, as long as you're progressing and you're getting better and you can understand how your art is and you have your own way of doing this, then you can do it. You can do anything in the world. Alrighty, this has been Madmuffins signing out. Like and subscribe if you like and subscribe. Well, I'm signing out now. Goodbye.